As for Mikel Arteta, he makes 3 alterations from the side beaten by Manchester United 6 days ago. David Raya found himself beaten in that game from outside the box on 2 occasions. It's the same back 4 as against Manchester United. Jurrien Timber scored twice in Arsenal's 5-0 win over Leeds back in August. Declan Rice makes his 300th Premier League appearance. He's the 5th youngest player in Premier League history to reach that milestone. Martin Odegaard drops to the bench. Kai Havertz comes into the side to make his first Premier League start in almost a year. Bukayo Saka injured in the warm-up, so in comes Noni Madueke. Victor Gyökeres comes back into the Premier League starting lineup. He hasn't scored in his last 6 league games, but he got his first Arsenal goals when the sides met back in August. No Mikel Merino for Arsenal today, and possibly for some time after picking up a foot injury, Christian Norgard comes onto the bench after the Saka injury. So let's take a look at the teams. Daniel Farke makes 1 change from the side, which drew 1-1 at Everton on Monday night. Karl Darlow keeps his place as he starts a 3rd successive game in the Leeds United goal. The change to the side sees Gabriel Gudmundsson come into the much talked about Leeds back 3 in place of Sebastian Bornau. James Justin scored his first goal for the club when he opened the scoring in the draw at Everton 5 days ago. No player has created more chances for Leeds in the Premier League this season than Anton Stach. 9 goals this campaign for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. His last against Arsenal came in the opening minutes of Everton's 3-2 defeat at the Emirates in February of 2020. Sean Longstaff is amongst the options on the Leeds United bench once again.
I think he'll be looking to get that ball into the box as quickly as possible. Arteta knows about the combination of Odegaard and Saka. And a lot of questions asked about... Arteta, this squad depth that he's got and the options, but the reality is that it's still an over-reliance on certain players. You feel that the new players coming in only will really play if there's an injury. I know Saka, if that's the case for Madueke. That's why it's such a big call that Havertz plays ahead of the captain Odegaard this afternoon. And yet, so little football in his legs, Havertz. He still gets the nod ahead of Eza, who's considered this maverick player coming into the squad that Arsenal so desperately needed.
Stach will get on the end of that, and it's a smart nod onto Aronson. Trying to weave away from Gabriel. Gruev. Zubimendi in the way. So Leeds coming into this after having taken the lead at Everton on Monday. James Justin's goal. And Bogle tried to link up, and Leeds, they threat themselves from set pieces, get their first corner off the day.
No, they really are. Talk about his recruitment and having that kind of physical presence to compete for these. They absolutely destroyed Crystal Palace. 4 of that 4-1 win were all from set pieces, long throws, balls into the box. Let's not forget a Palace team who had 3 big centre-backs. Leeds will ask questions of Arsenal.
By Havertz, hurried back out in the direction of Stach. Trossard. That will relieve the pressure for Arsenal.
For all his attacking responsibility, Havertz, that's underestimated just how good he is defending his box. There's a brilliant header clear there on that corner.
Back again with Nkapie. Zubimendi. Set away Trossard up against Bogle. Arsenal will get their throw in.
Even their setup is quite interesting. The fact that Trossard and Madueke are hugging the touch lines and really stretching that back five instead of trying to play in the pockets.
5 Premier League goals so far for Arsenal, 10 in all.